So we created a program called 24Assets. For us, we run accelerators. We run the Key Person of Influence Accelerator, the Campaign Driven Enterprise Accelerator, 24Assets Accelerator, in that order. And 24Assets basically looks at what are all the digital assets that you could create. And this is normally for 7-figure businesses that want to cement their position in the marketplace. They want to go and become 8-figure global businesses. And we look at their intellectual property, their registered content methodologies, their brand assets, their market assets, so their position in the market, channels to market, and the data, their product assets, their gifts, their core offerings, their systems assets, marketing and sales systems, operations systems, culture assets, key person of influence, operations, and their funding assets. So we've got these 24 assets that we want you to create digital assets, and that becomes your surfboard. And like, for example, if you just take, as an example, brand assets, vision and values, ambassadors and look and feel. So an asset becomes an asset when it takes on a life beyond just you, and it has documents, data, software, all of that stuff that supports it. And even if you got hit by a bus, the vision, the values, the ambassadors and look and the feel wouldn't have to change. And like, for example, here's some examples of what digital assets look like. This is called a brand book. It's for one of my favorite charities called Charity Water, just launching in London. And if you go to their website and download their brand book, it's this amazing brand book that tells you about how they always use the photos that indicate hope as opposed to desperation. They always use words that are uplifting words as opposed to words that make people feel guilty. They talk about how to use the colours and how to use the design. They talk about their mission is to bring clean and safe drinking water to people in developing countries. Their essence of their brand is that water changes everything. So all of that's in there. They tell you that this is how you use the logo, but don't use it this way, and do use it this way. Don't use this colour, use this colour. All of that sort of stuff is in their brand book. They show you who are their ambassadors and how do they use ambassadors and how do they work with ambassadors and how do they have legal documents that cement those relationships. So these are examples of assets, digital assets that scale. So there's 24 of those, and we want you to create lots of those so that you can scale your business. If you want a simplified version, think about it like this. It's your business, your intellectual property, surrounded with media assets, technology assets, and data assets. They're the key assets for driving the surfboard. If you enjoyed that video, click subscribe. We upload regular content and case studies to help you become a key person of influence in your industry.